sorry about that. I think my something must have gone wrong my end because it all dropped off. I'm hoping that it'll pick back up. Let me know if that's come on or not.
So yeah, I think it has.
Are we back? Yeah. Right, sorry about that, guys. Just lost connection there for a minute. Hopefully, everyone can see and hear again. Whether you want to or not listen to me and Con droning on is debatable, but we'll get back into it. Yeah, Bel Piazza, Peaky Blinders, Sponge United, Schiedam United are the teams getting promoted to Division 2. Yeah, so again, there's some nice sides in this division actually, so it's pretty strong. See who was banging the goals in. Looks like the champions had the top scorer. Yeah, Nesko Sirikov. Sorry guys, just making sure if Con can see my screen again, just to make sure it's...
No, let me see.
Hopefully you should be able to now,
yeah,
Con.
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
Great.
Yep.
Yeah, I guess that's the problem when the person who's hosting the call is connection goes. It tends to ruin everything, doesn't it? Yeah, so sorry about that, guys. Right. Yeah, I was just having a look at Nesko Sirikov. He is the top scorer in the division we were looking at, which I think was PFA 3. He looks very tidy. Okay. Moving on to PFA 4. AC Long are the champions here. Again, some good, nice active teams again. It's quite active all the way down to PFA, which is really good. So
I think Mashella was a new user, and he managed to get promoted quite fast.
That's good. Yeah, pretty tight for that final 2 promotion spots there, actually. It's got Pesamos, the unlucky team, by the look of it, just missed out on goal difference.
Oh my God, it was a 3-way tie, yeah?
Looks like it. Yeah, very tight. So congratulations to AC Long, Darlow, Manchester, Mashella, all gone up. And Mashers have got the top scorer, Daniel Hansen. He's a finisher. Yeah, it's a nice player. Yep. And so they just missed out on promotion as well. Okay, and finally, PFA 5. Okay, smaller division like EFA 5. It's a bit smaller. Contains mainly new users. Cracking title race by the look of things. Cleveland Steamers edging Brent EFC on goal difference. So, well done to Cleveland. Well done to both for going up. Big gap to the next ones, but I'm sure Womble Town and SVV SMC are probably more than satisfied to be going up. That's the main thing. Did lots of new sides in there, and Cleveland Steamers had the top 2 scorers. So.
Okay. So they pretty much dominated along with the other team. Yeah.
Looks like it. Okay. Right. Nearly there. Just 2 FAs left. Both small ones. So Primetime FA. Right, I think Paris 11 were the favourite with the champions last year, but they've obviously moved divisions, so moved FAs.
Let me see.
Valhalla Warriors.
Is this another Valhalla? Okay, this is a different
it looks
Valhalla.
like it. Okay. Yeah, and some proper points being scored in this division as well, similar to one of the others. They've 3 teams over 80 points. You probably expect to win the league if you're over 80
Control of Elite, Bensomania, and Jekka United. Okay.
Yeah. So I mean, Jekka only a point short of 80. The top 4, a lot of points. So they've dominated this division. Very much unusually.
Basically, whoever wasn't playing ended up in the bottom. Yeah.
Yeah, it certainly looks that way. I think it looks like maybe this might be some weak inactive teams, just judging by the difference in points. You got to think that might be. Not helping, but it seems pretty competitive between the top sides. There's some good sides in there. I've seen most of them sort of playing SP Cup football and things, and seen them doing well in various competitions.
Dragon Ball Z and Punk and Drublic,
Yeah, some good sides there.
Some good sides.
Control Alt Elite. which is a good name, I always think.
Yeah,
Ole.
very nice. Yeah. And they have Protasov. Yeah, okay. This very nice player in real life as well.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, so that's so he's obviously only 21. So he's doing well. Okay, right. Let's have a quick look at the final one. Timeless FA. Don't know if Nick wants to come in on this one. As he,
Shall
we let Nick boast for a couple of seconds? Nick, you can only have a few seconds boasting, but
I wanted to help him boast by looking at the. Can you go to the previous page? Just click back. Click back for once. Look what happened last season. Look at all those third Lanark.
He didn't get this one though, did he? He didn't get that Division 1.
Trophy. He didn't get the main one. Yeah, he didn't get the big one. Yeah.
So I think that probably made him more determined to try and get it this time. But sorry, Nick, off you go.
All right. No, it was a good. It was a good season for me. I think last season it was closer and more of a struggle from my perspective. I guess last season was actually more interesting because it was really fighting hard to get in the top 4 and won the cups, and this season it got knocked out of the cups earlier. And I think the last third of the season, it was a bit close for the first half. I had a bit of a lead, but then I really did pull away from second towards the end. So I don't know, it was a good season for me. It's got a lot of goals, obviously a goal difference of 100. I don't think that's been done in live before, not by me. I don't know if anyone else has. I don't think anyone's done it in a top division anyway. I don't know, maybe in a lower division it's been done. Not quite sure, I'd have to check that. But it's definitely been done in beta. But yeah, that was a good achievement for me.
100, wow, that's very impressive.
But I mean, I feel bad a bit for Neos Cosmos really, because 85 points is pretty good. It would win most leagues, but I don't know. It wasn't necessarily that. I mean, easy going. I had a lot of very tight matches. There's a lot of games where this season where it was losing 3-0 or something and turned it around to get a result. So I think all of those clubs, that block of clubs, basically, you can see down to 8th. They were very competitive matches, generally speaking, and I think all of those clubs were capable of sort of beating any of the rest of those clubs. So it was, even though it does look a little bit like there was a couple runaway teams, I think on a match-to-match basis, there were a lot of tight matches that actually happened this season. So I think it was a good, and there were teams in this set, but I think Neos Cosmos actually had very good runs in some of the cups. I can't quite remember off the top of my head though, but they did. They made the semi-final of the 90-minute Fever Cup, maybe.
I definitely remember writing about them, so they definitely did well in one of them.
And I know that Edinburgh Lions beat me in the FA Cup final this season. So they won that. So I think there's some good teams, and Hakuna Matata were pretty good. I could be wrong here, but I'm pretty sure they beat me in possibly both of the matches that I've played, but definitely one of them. So just looking through, and the Banana Men I think have had a couple of good seasons now as well. I don't know, so it's a weird one because it's definitely more competitive this season than last season overall, although it doesn't look that way. I personally did better, but I think the league is more competitive.
This is our quiz winner. This was the quiz question, Arellano. Very nice.
Yeah, I thought I'd just pop him up there. He's definitely scored a lot of goals. Quality player.
It seems, Nick, like you have a nice rivalry going on with Neos Cosmos. I think 2 seasons ago he won it, you came second. Then last season he won it, you came second. And now it's back to you again. You won it and he came second. So it's a nice little thing going on there.
Okay.
Yeah, it's good.
Sorry, Nick, carry on.
No, I think the only other thing to mention is that with this FA, as well as I think every other FA, although I could be wrong there might be one that isn't, but I think every FA next season will actually have multiple divisions. might be wrong about that. Maybe one of them isn't. Maybe the AMFA isn't, possibly, but the rest of them will all have multiple divisions next season. So I think that's, by definition, that's pretty much going to make every single FA more competitive in that top tier. So it'll be interesting to see what the impact that has in a couple of seasons' time, and all of these other FAs when they have multiple divisions. Because I think for me personally, I actually didn't I did okay, but actually what I tend to do quite well is beat the inactive teams. Against the active teams, historically, I haven't done that well. So, for clubs that like me, and I know Neos Cosmos does well against the inactive teams as well. For us, it'll be interesting to see in a fully active league. Would we just be in the middle of the table, or near the bottom maybe, or whatever? But would we do that well if there weren't really the inactive teams there? And obviously, with multiple divisions, it means that the inactive teams are naturally going to fall away. So it'll be interesting to see what that all means going forwards, not just for this FA, but for every single FA.
Yeah, it's good news.
They're all going to get multiple divisions.
Yeah, that's really good news. It's great if when these FAs have got a bit of depth to them. I think you can see how competitive the EFA and PFA are already. Even going into Divisions 2 and Division 3, there's some really good sides. It's definitely makes things interesting when you can bounce back from a relegation. Because there's that's happening a lot in the EFA. It's sort of there's almost like clubs that are starting to be yo-yo clubs and things like that. It's quite interesting. I think it's quite good. But right, I'm a bit conscious that we might start rambling on a bit too much here. So hopefully everyone's enjoying it so far. We're going to get back to part 2 of the quiz, if everyone's up for that and everyone's ready.
Okay.
Don't forget to go back to your quiz tab to put any answers in. We'll hand back to Nick if he's ready.
I think, I can be ready in 5 seconds. Let's get ready. So the next topic is about clubs in the game. So clubs in 90-minute fever. So the answers are users clubs inside the game and what they've achieved in the game. So I'm just purposely rambling for a few seconds here to make sure that people have heard this information before the first questions start streaming into the chat. Hopefully.
If it's your team, don't cry out me, say your name, spell out your name, your team's name. Yeah.
I think there's a chance that we could get through this without having to give any clues, maybe, but we'll see. All right, so the first question is in. So who is the highest reputation club not to have won an official trophy? The first question. It wasn't me that researched this answer, so hopefully
yeah, this was one of mine, so I'm hoping I can get that wrong.
Hopefully you can explain to everybody whilst all their answers are wrong.
Yep, Jens got it.
Okay.
Yep, questionable spelling, but he's got it again. Yeah, we can have a quick look if you like. So if you look at the, so it was Gaming Europe. So if you ever look at the sides down here, amazingly, Gaming Europe are 6th in club reputation, but, and I've just made the usual error there of clicking on it rather than right-clicking on it. But I've been pretty unlucky. Several runners-up, semi-finals.
Runner-up as well.
No runners-up even in the lower division, but not actually managed to win the league. So pretty unlucky, I would say. But still quite impressive. Their general performance, if they are still ranked 6th in the game world, despite not having won it. So yeah.
Okay, so the next question is, as of now, which means not including any pending transfers for players that people will get at the start of next season. So just as of the squads as they are now, which 2 clubs have the most reborn legends? And it's interesting because nobody's got it yet.
We're looking for 2 teams, huh? So there's 2 points to give here.
Yeah, they're level. They've both got, how many was it each? Something like 23?
23 each.
You need these 2 points if you're gonna catch Jens. You need them.
Don't let Jens get them, everyone. Make the last part really boring.
So I'm surprised that one of them isn't got by now. You could just say random names and you. Okay.
There we go. Rogue got him.
Yeah, I think Rogue got himself, to be fair. I think that's Rogue's team.
Oh, it's him. Okay. All right. Okay.
But there's still one to get. And I guess we might have to start thinking of a clue.
Yes, I can't actually remember the answer, so you're going to have to do it. I can't remember what the answer is, so it's all yours, Nick.
Very hard to come up with a clue that doesn't instantly give the answer away.
Yeah, well, it wouldn't be good. It wouldn't be good for me if, as everyone can see my screen, if I then went into the document and had a quick look at it.
Let me try and find. I mean, you can't say what FA is, because then everyone's just going to leap straight to the FA page, and then
you can say which continent he's from. I mean,
I know maybe people may not. They know. They know.
They would probably understand from the team name.
The first clue is that he's got a lot of wiki players. He's in the PFA. How's that?
Okay.
He's in the PFA.
Is he online right now? That's the other question.
And I guess another clue is that he's not online at the moment.
Yeah, so it's none of you guys.
I don't think I need to type that clue in. It's not a very useful clue. More useful if they were online, but they're not online. I think at the moment it must be close to them. People are saying every single club that's in the PFA. So,
it's definitely a free-for-all on guesses. I'm seeing people have about 8 guesses.
So you clearly need another clue, otherwise.
Why don't you name one of the obscure players that are in that team or something like that, Nick?
It'd be straight into the player search.
Yeah.
It'll be a race for whoever hears a clue first. It's really hard to. Actually,
and we know Jens would win that, so let's not do that.
It's too quick to think of useful, like a fair clue, basically that doesn't instantly give the answer away.
Division, maybe? What division he's in? They'll narrow it down to 20.
It would narrow it down to a race to say division, I guess. Are we ready for that race?
I think we're going to have to go for the race. Fastest fingers first.
let's get ready for the race. They're in the 3rd division.
Might want to type that in as well. Whenever you.
Oh, you would. It's almost surprising because actually got some good wiki players as well. So it's almost surprising that it didn't naturally just come up by now. Okay.
Yes, everyone knows that.
Yeah, it's got it.
They got it.
Ah, there it is. Yeah.
Skagblade.
Okay, so that was very much just a race in the end, but time requires that we have to keep moving. So
yep.
Right.
So, yep. Bill Piazza was the answer. Next question.
We got the scores. Con keeping track of them.
Jens is first with 4 points. Everyone else has 1.
Okay.
So.
All right. Next question, and unfortunately, this one might require some clues because couldn't guess who's got them. Who couldn't guess who's got 23 wiki players? Then I imagine this one is going to be much harder.
So, which club has been a member of the most FAs since the game world began? Good question.
So, who's moved around the most? I guess, huh?
Well, not necessarily, because if somebody moves back between the same 2 FAs, I mean, this is just the most.
Ah, true, exactly.
It's not who's moved the most, it's who's been the member of the most FAs.
Let's have team names rather than person names, guys, if we can.
So I'll put the first clue in. It's that they've been a member of 6 FAs.
So everyone has seen him at some point.
How many FAs we got? 8, so 6. That's quite, okay. I'm guessing he's going to go around the lot.
And I can
no, it's not me, guys. It's not me. I moved once.
I'll give another clue. Oh, got it. It is the Elite Bananas.
Yeah, Radox. I think that's his second point, isn't it?
Yep. So.
Oh, it isn't the Elite Bananas. Sorry.
Oh, is it not?
No.
Okay.
Radox is gutted. Gutted.
Sorry. You don't. Would have that put him on 2 points or not? It could have. We're only 1. Gone.
Yeah, he's only got 1 now. You can see erased.
Too many screens are required here at once. Unfortunately, I've only got 2 monitors and I need more like 4 to do this.
A little clue is I can understand why Nick thought that was correct.
I think that's a pretty.
That's a pretty massive clue.
Well, it's going. We're going on though. We need a big clue, don't we?
Wait for the lag, and any second now. Okay. There we go.
Yeah, banana.
Rogue got it.
It had to be done. We're on a schedule. It had to be done. We're on a schedule here.
Okay.
So Jens is under pressure, huh? He's only 2 points ahead now. So let's see.
Let's kick on straight into the next question.
Yep.
So, which club from those who played all of their league matches online this season has the oldest average player age for their squad?
That's tricky. I can see some clues going out here.
I'll already start researching the clues, I guess, because sometimes time is becoming an issue.
So yeah, just as a reminder, this is only players who have played 100% of their fixtures online this season, so that should help a little bit.
It's going to be hard to come up with fair clues. So let us know when you give out unfair clues, basically. Yeah, get them out. Has anyone got it yet? I'm looking now for clues.
No one. No one. But the answers are flying, so let's see.
Right. I'll start just giving out lots of clues that may not be that useful, but well, they're not in one of the two big FAs, so they're not in the PFA and they're not in the EFA. They're in one of the other 6 FAs. Trying to quickly check. I'm pretty sure they have no wiki players, and that's not really that big. The clues aren't as big as the simple clue, which user has a lot of old players, basically. That's probably the more useful clue of all of them to get this. So. And from this point, if we say the FA, it's an instant giveaway pretty much, because all of these FAs, well, from the other 6 FAs, there can't be that many users that played all of their matches online. So it should just be a case of clicking through. It should be pretty easy to wind up with just that.
My money's on Jens then in that case.
Right. When we need the actual clue where I can say the FA, it will be very quick to get it at that point.
Give it another, 30 seconds?
He's not online either.
Someone's got it. Someone's got
it. There we go. Bader got it. And that's his 2nd point. So, okay.
I told you, Jens was literally about a second away. Look. Anything that requires research.
Yeah, Mantis is fine, right?
Yep.
Without saying a Mantis.
Yeah, that's fine.
So Bader got it. So
it's 2 for him, isn't it?
Okay.
So Bader and Rogue have 2. Jens has 4.
Okay. Okay, right. Final part of the roundup. I think we're not too bad for time. Is there one more? Sorry, Nick.
Yeah,
I thought that was 5.
Let's just get on with it.
Go on then. Let's do it.
It's only 4. We can give the first clue. And the first clue is that it's not a very useful one, but it's 6,917 matches.
Wow.
Yeah, I thought someone would get that quick. Yep, it's there. Le Morehouse is right, isn't he?
Yeah. Yeah, so Lee got it. So, okay. That's the next section of the questions.
Okay. Right, let's so summarise, Con, what's the leaderboard?
So Jens is 4, Bader and Rogue have 2, and then it's Kevin, Rabbit, Radox, Skegblade, and Limmerhouse with 1.
Okay. Right, final part of the roundup then. This bit should be a bit quicker. Just go through the the competitions. So 90 Minute Fever Cup. Nick was right. Yep, Neos Cosmos. There they are. So final of the 90 Minute Fever Cup, and it is Doonhammer FC that win it. They're an EFA side. I think they finished 5th. So pretty good season overall.
Can we click on the
I'm just going to click on the game. Yeah. So this was the final, and just a blitz just after half time. But look at that. That's what won the game, I think. Yeah. Looks like stats wise they look like they were the better side, but score maybe a little harsh. Keeper had a bit of a shocker, I think, for Neos Cosmos. But Doonhammer's never short of a few goals. Got some. Michael Morton always scores a lot of goals in our league, for example, and I think Hoffman's got a few this year as well. So yes, congratulations to Doonhammer.
And Neos Cosmos.
Yeah, and Neos Cosmos. It's not easy to get to the final of the 90 Minute Fever Cup. It's probably, I'd say overall, it's the hardest one to get to the final. Because your luck has to hold out so many rounds to get there, doesn't it? At least 8 rounds and 9 for anyone who was in round 1. So good effort from the likes of Salted Sharks, Alcoholics.
Nick did well as well. Huh? He lost from the eventual.
Yeah, it was possible that because I'm trying to think what was possible. Yeah, I lucked out.
It was a replay as well. It was a replay, so it was butterfly.
Yes. So some good performances from the sides that get that far, because that is never easy. Who won the Cup Winners' Cup? It was Boodley, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think
Cup
so.
Holders' Cup. See, I'm not in that, so I've got to quickly cheat. I've got to cheat my way into looking at it. I'm assuming he played. Let's have a look. Here we go. Cup Holders' Cup. Yes, congratulations to Bewdley. They beat Guernsey Kiwi Fruits 3-2 in the final. Dyna and Control Alt Elite were the semi-finalists. Yes, looks like Bewdley raced into a 3-0 lead, but probably a little bit nervous towards the end there. As you can see, a couple of late goals to bring Beck in it. They probably had the champagne out at this point, but probably a bit nervous in the last going into injury time, I should think.
This is the new versus the old and experienced. Bewdley, who has joined very recently, and it's a big feat for him. I mean, it's amazing that he managed to do so well in so little time.
I don't know. Bewdley have been about a little while, haven't they? I think you might be getting mixed up. I think they're the AFA champions, aren't they? I think they've been towards the top of the AFA for a few seasons. I may be wrong, but I think so.
Oh, maybe. Maybe.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they are.
My bad. I remember Guernsey was one of the first ones who was one of the first to win a major competition.
Oh, right.
Quite good.
So congratulations to Bewdley. Bewdley's feat is particularly impressive, actually, if I move on to the Samperel Cup. So the two of the 3 elite competitions, they've made the final in.
Oh, wow. And there you are as well. Okay.
I know. Yes, so obviously we can spend the next, half hour talking about this, shall we? It's quite enjoyable. So could have gone either way. He's actually had a couple more shots than me in the final, but I have to say, finally got a bit of luck in the final, so I've lost a few finals already, so it's nice to come out on the winning side. Look at that dirty injury time winner.
Very bold.
Filthy injury time winner. So I can imagine he was feeling pretty bad about that. But it's a great game. I was 2-0 up, then he was 3-2 up.
He was unlucky. He lost a player there to injury towards the end.
Yeah, thankfully he still had a sub at that point.
He had a sub.
But yeah, you know what it's like when you make a sub and it's straight after that. But so it was a good game, worthy of the Samperel Cup final, I think. And I'm very happy to come out of it.
Well done.
Thank you, mate.
Well done.
Just another mention here. Club Tropicana Drinks got to the semi-final, and they are a club in their 3rd season, I think. So they did the qualifying league, then qualified for the Samperel Cup in their 2nd season. I'm not sure what FA, maybe Primetime FA. I'm not sure. And then got to the semi-final of the Samperel Cup. So that is a pretty good effort. And knocked out
Vultures did very
the likes
well
of FC Yonk and
Neos Cosmos is there as well.
Yeah,
Second round.
yeah, good effort
I
from
mean-
Vultures. They're another good side into the semi-final.
Who won it last season? Who got the SP Cup?
Let's have a little look, shall we?
I'd like to see how they did this time round.
Borussia Teeth won
Okay,
it.
well-
I don't think they were in it this time. I may be wrong. I think, like me, they weren't able to defend their trophy, and I've not qualified either, so I won't be defending it. So I think I've used my luck up now. Yeah, but Borussia Teeth, the only team that have won this twice actually, which is
So
pretty
you were a
impressive.
runner-up in the 90-minute Fever Cup last season.
Yeah, deservedly, to be fair. Mythos team, his team just played better on the day. Sometimes your team just doesn't turn up. It's one of those guys, and yeah, it was a deserved win.
And
so
this
I've got no
time you got
complaints
the
there.
SP, so you do very well in the big official competitions.
Yeah, that very much makes up for it. I'm really pleased with that. But I'll stop talking about myself now. So that was just a quick look at the cups. I think we've done all three now, haven't we? So if we go back to the third part of the quiz, I think. So just remind you, we've got the third part of the quiz to come up, and then the Patreon draw we'll do just before the end of the call. So Nick, you ready with part 3 of the quiz?
Yep, we're ready. So
Great, let's
the
go.
last part is the questions are all about let's see, last time we made a bit of a mistake, but it's supposed to be all of the answers to these questions are from the 100 Reborn Legends players that have been added this season. Now, last month we accidentally had some questions with players that were added from this from a previous season, but this time we think all the answers are players who were added this season. So there's only 100 possible answers for all of these questions, and the questions are about their real life careers. So they're not about what they've achieved in the game. The questions are about what the players achieved in real life. The answers are players from real life, but there's only 100 possible answers. They're the 100 players, the 100 Reborn Legends that were added this season. So I'll just paste a brief summary of that information into the quiz chat so that people are help people out a bit. Right. So first question is, who has the most international caps?
So yeah, this should go better this time, shouldn't it? Because people will actually be looking at the right list. So there's only really 100-ish possible answers, isn't there? So.
I think it's one of these things that if you know it, you get it straight away if you happen to know it.
And there's so many caps. It's so many caps as well.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Let me know when we're ready for this clue.
I think there's only so many. It's the only clue I would say myself is just that it's maybe not an obvious one.
It's one of these things you either know it straight away or you don't. But I think the clue will help that Nick will give.
Well, yeah, we'll see if we give it. I mean, that's what we'll see. I mean, at the end of the day, I don't know if it's needed here. I mean, the amount of caps is just ridiculous, and there's only 100 possible answers.
Maybe they need some time to go down the list and see who's in there.
We have checked who's in the list, haven't we? Hey,
there we go. Rogue got it. Yeah.
I think Rogue might be a rival for Jens in this list checking category. Actually,
he's
definitely
now.
Pretty.
Jens is 4, so it's very close.
So the next question. So who had scored the fastest goal in FIFA World Cup history from qualification or finals until it was broken just this month on the 17th of March by Christian Benteke. So who had the record before Benteke broke it?
I like this question. Yep, Rich has got it.
Yep. It was against England.
Yeah, I remember.
it was
San
against
Marino versus
Yeah.
England.
I don't think Stuart Pearce enjoyed that moment very much, if I remember.
8.3 seconds. Was it against? Was it Seaman who was in the goal?
I can't remember who was in goal, but I do remember that it was Stuart Pearce with a really short back pass.
Okay, Rich, if you get 3 more, you might, from nowhere, you might win it. You get the last 3.
So the next question is, who made the most appearances? That should be for one club. This one is probably, unfortunately, the other ones were the easy questions. Now we're on to the hard questions. So, yeah.
Okay,
Again,
well,
it's a
sorry, Nick,
lot, isn't it? Oh, do you want to give your clue? Do you?
No, that's fine. No, I think it would give people a bit of time, so you can search really quickly. I was just saying, time-wise, we're doing a lot better this time, I think. So, although we're coming towards an hour and a half, we are. Certainly hasn't dragged on like we did last time.
Anyone getting it? Not yet.
No, not seen it yet.
Yes. Yeah, Ian's got it.
Oh, okay. Well,
That puts a bit of a anti. Does that mean Ian's has pretty much won the quiz already, or not?
No. Rogue can still win the last 2, and we'll have a tiebreaker afterwards.
Okay, all right. We'll keep going. So the next question is, this is quite interesting. In retirement, which player bought a bus and began a coach company trading under the name Beehive Bus Company?
Yeah, I liked that question. I think it amused me. That's why I had to put that one in.
That was Steve's research.
I was just reading about the guy. It was interesting.
It's almost like every answer is going to be amusing, almost.
No way. Okay, Rabbit.
Yeah, got it.
Well done.
It's interesting because it's actually, when you read into it, it's actually quite a big company now.
Yeah.
Merged, it's quite a big company.
Right, I think it's first time that we have a
Can we
winner.
bother with the last? We don't need the last question.
Nah,
So it's
put it in there, Nick. Go on. Let's not waste it.
all right. Let's waste it. So we can't use it anyway because all right. This is a question just for nothing, just for who wants to answer it. So, which player had a varied career that involves spells playing for clubs in Switzerland, Germany, England, and Japan, as well as his native country?
If I'd put this native country in there, it would have made it too easy, I think.
There's the first clue. He's from an obscure native country.
There we go, Jens. Okay, so he just proved that he's the. That he's the deserved winner.
Yeah,
Yep.
I think so. Yeah, Jens is the champion and gets that Q next to his name.
6 points. Let's see if someone can break this record next season.
Yeah, I think 6 points might be tough to beat, I would think. And,
Yep.
Yeah. We're going to have to make questions that are less researchable to make it to even it all up.
Well done, Jens. Well done.
Yeah.
You'll get the nice little icon next season.
Yeah, well done, Jens. Great effort, mate. Okay. Right, I think we're coming towards the end. Just the Patreon draw to finish things off. Nick, are you ready to start that, or?
Yeah, I'm just. I will be in 30 seconds.
Excellent.
So no, I guess is the answer.
Yes,
I'm
probably more
ready.
accurate. Well, maybe me and Con will just talk rubbish for a few minutes then. In that case, which we seem to be quite good at. So yeah, hopefully everyone's enjoying the quiz thing of this. I think it's probably the most amusing part of these this end of season.
And this time we will be able to save the video, so you will be able to see it next time. For anyone who's missed it, you can watch it again from the beginning.
Yeah.
So I'm just doing the draw now. Everybody who's in the draw has already been sent the information about it. So I'm just doing it now so that they can look. And unfortunately I've got the number of the winner. Now I've got to look up who has that number. Oh, we know we're keeping in private. Sorry. So we've done the draw, and it's number 9. The user who had number 9. I don't think we can really say. Can we? People. I mean, there's quite a few people on Patreon that do want to remain anonymous. Well, that's not true. Nobody elected to remain anonymous. Actually, everybody chose to be private. So let's say who the winner is.
Okay.
So let me look up who it is.
Okay,
yeah. It would make sense to not say it if some people had chosen to be anonymous, but actually nobody has. So let me look that up. And you can talk, Steve, if you want. While I look it up.
So this is for our Patreon users. For whoever doesn't know, we'll leave a link later on for the Patreon. You can be part of this as well. And each season we'll make this draw, and the winner gets a few prizes. So this is whoever got number 9.
Yeah, I don't think I can say still, sorry, because on Patreon people register with their real life names, not their.
All right.
Not their usernames. So yeah, I think it's not really fair. I don't know if we have permission from these people to say their names. So I don't think we can say.
I guess if the person who is number 9 wants to type in and announce they've won it, then that's all good, I think. But it's probably up to them, isn't it? Really. So
it's done.
How many entered the pot? How many were there in total?
24. I think there's 24 people at the, because you have to be at a certain level. So I think there's about 50 something in total, and about half of them are at the level that sneaks in the draw. So quite a few. So there's quite a few, and yeah.
And I think I know Nick wants to thank everyone who is contributing, because it does make a massive difference. There's a lot of little features that have managed to come into the game. It just frees up some resource to add things into the game that otherwise we might have had to wait longer for. So it's brilliant from everyone who's kind enough to donate.
Mm-hmm.
They win. I think somebody asked what they win. They win a sponsored tier prize. So you can look up what they are on the Patreon. Somebody's put links on that link. If you look at the sponsored tier, they get to pick one of the sponsored tier rewards.
Okay. I don't think whoever it is going to announce who they are. So I can't see anything coming in chat at least. So Big thank you to everyone for joining in and listening tonight. Hope everyone enjoyed it. Assuming everyone's still enjoying them, we'll carry on doing these at the end of each month. I think it's a nice way to finish off the season. I don't know if Nick, you wanted to remind people that the Game World is closing a bit quicker this evening. Is that the case, or?
It is the case. Yeah, it's going offline in. Let me check. When is it going offline? Now.
Okay, all right.
Actually,
so this,
the devs are all sitting there. I've got a separate just looking at my messages. They're asking me when can we do it. When can we do it?
Okay.
So yeah, it was at 8:30 p.m. UTC. So it's going offline 6 minutes ago.
Okay, great. So all right, we'll end this right now then. So thanks everyone for listening, and we'll hopefully we'll do another one next month, and we'll see you then. Thanks, guys.
Bye bye.